the identity of the sun god, Nami shining brightly, and a new power from Luffy that puts him on a whole new level. One Piece Chapter 1129 has all of this, and I will analyze, theorize, and bring a lot of interesting details. We might even have a small hint about Chapter 1130. So shall we begin? Don't leave after the intro. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. And before we jump into this video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos here. And without further ado, let's get into it. A lot of people are complaining about this chapter, with some even saying it feels like a filler arc, but there are interesting things here in this chapter, and I'm going to prove it to you all. Alright, to talk about this chapter, let's start by discussing the MVP of this arc. It's the great hope of the Elbaf arc ended up eating dust while Nami, besides memorizing the map of the place they conveniently found on top of the cat in the previous chapter. So, not only did she lead the escape, but in a fit of rage, she unleashed a thunderbolt on the giant's head, probably defeating him. In other words, she led the team to escape and also soloed the boss. The sun god was revealed to be Road Ayu Rodo. We'll see how the anime will name him. He was shown in Chapter 898, leaving the new giant pirates because he disagreed with his captain Hadruddin about joining the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. In that cover, he promised to return, and, well, he's back, showing that Oda had been planning this part for a long time, and maybe even longer, as we'll see in a bit. And we also got an explanation of how the Sunny arrived there. They fell asleep after passing through a foggy area, and the crow Mugen brought the Sunny there. Another clear inspiration from Gulliver's Travels, where a giant eagle carried Gulliver's toy house. Mugen, the name of the crow, is a mix of Munin and Hugin, the two ravens of Odin. In the myth, Odin sent his ravens across the 9 realms of Yggdrasil. Could this indicate that the Straw Hats are in Yggdrasil? In his flashback, Road showed that he harbors a certain grudge against humans, considering them an inferior, weak, and mediocre race. That's why he disagreed with Hadruddin's decision to place himself below Luffy. And well, does this remind you of anything? Do you know who had a similar philosophy? So much so that he disagreed with his captain? Yes, Arlong. Could Road be an allegory to Arlong? Both thought of themselves as a superior race and captured humans to create their own kingdom, or world. Arlong Park and the Sun God's kingdom. If that was Oda's intention, it was very well thought out to let Nami finish this boss. Now I wonder if there are more giants with the same mindset as Road, thinking they are superior. Maybe the land of the giants isn't as friendly as many think. Now check this out, guys. On the cover of Chapter 133, we see a skull very similar to the mask worn by the sun god. That mask is on the prow behind Nami. Could this be foreshadowing this part? Just a note for those bothered by the fact that Luffy and the Straw Hats seem to be fleeing. The explanation is simple. The Straw Hats don't want to create any friction with the giants, which is why Luffy didn't bother to take this guy down. Usopp himself gives this explanation. Nami only did it because the giant revealed himself to be a pervert by changing her clothes. And apart from Nami, the only one bothered by this giant was Sanji, who literally wanted to kill him in the worst possible way. She even made it look like a natural disaster was what happened to him. So that's why Luffy, Zoro, or Sanji didn't just go ahead and defeat the giant right away. As for Usopp, in whom many of us had placed the trust to be one of the MVPs, he couldn't even break the wall of the diorama with his green star. He only managed to break the glass there, leaving it to Luffy to finish the job. This is already the second display of weakness from Usopp in the arc. Maybe Oda is doing this to give him the biggest upgrade later on. And here's the best part of the chapter, when we discover that Luffy got another upgrade. It wasn't a mistake in Chapter 1127 when Luffy used Gear 4 without transforming. Now the Yonko can use only parts of his body with Gear 4 without fully transforming. This brings the power of Gear 4's blows, like the King Kong gun used here, but without the exhaustion from the transformation. Pure opness, and not to mention that he reverted from Gear 5 without getting aged. Sure, he used it for a short time, but look at how much versatility Luffy has now in a fight. here's a little provocation for you all. Could Luffy now beat Kaido in a one-on-one? I'll make a video analyzing that. At the end of the chapter, after breaking the wall, Luffy smiles when he sees the outside. And well, we have two possibilities here, maybe even a hint from Oda. That expression on Luffy's face, we saw it when he woke up in Skypiea in chapter 237, and in his vision, he saw the clouds in the next panel showing all the majesty of Skypiea. We might get this vision at the beginning of chapter 1130, maybe with Luffy seeing Elbaf. However, there's something to notice. At the moment when Luffy's punch breaks the wall, notice that in the drawing, in that part of the image, the lines seem to form the perspective of another room. So could it be a double room? Anyway, aside from these things, there's not much else to say about this chapter. We had the cool double attack from Sanji and Zoro. Well, that's it. What did you think of chapter 1129? Leave your rating in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell. Until next time, and thanks for watching.